Welcome back, sports gamers. It's the Natural. Recently, Madden dropped the update, and they, tried to fix some things and with the zones and all that. Didn't go over too well, but this is not anything about that or the pretty terrible state of the game. This is a video that's focused on the authenticity updates that they did add to the game, like the 1970s Chiefs home and away jerseys. Going to go through that and show you guys all the jerseys that have been added to the game, as well as they added some coach likenesses and a few other things. So we're going to go through the video and we can kind of talk about the state of the game right now, which is definitely not in a good place. The community is up in arms, rightfully so. The game is in a really tough state this year. Moving on to the Atlanta Falcons, they got the 1990s away jerseys, the 1970s away, and the 1989 home and away jerseys added to the game. And if you guys have been following the channel, I do appreciate the support you guys been giving me. We did have Equipment Guru on the channel, and he kind of dropped that they would be adding the jerseys, some throwback jerseys in the game this year. I'm not sure if they got some more coming, or this is just the first batch of more, or just this is pretty much it for the year. But I always like seeing different jerseys, different options where you get, especially you get a chance of guys who like to swag their guys out in franchise mode, like to add different equipment along the going with those different jersey options, which are pretty cool. So and I like somebody like myself who in franchise mode, I like to have different jerseys for different reasons. Like if I play on a Monday night football or Thursday night, or depending on when I play my games, when I usually switch my jerseys up, just kind of get into it and make things more authentic, like kind of real life, how teams kind of switch their jerseys up on those special occasions like that. But the problem is that a large part of the game is in a really bad state, especially the zone coverage. And we're on to the Cowboys now. The 1994 Monday Night Football all white throwbacks, the 1976 home and away jerseys, as well as the 1992 home and away jerseys. They make sure the Cowboys are well taken care of. They're not gonna miss anything with the Cowboys. They're not gonna miss, especially with the equipment. And you can check out the little helmet stripe is different on that, like the USA flag, red, white, and blues there. So and a lot of big things people were talking about is that Clint, and he has been on the channel, and we've interviewed and spoke with Clint about the game. And he went on to the Monday Madden, Morning Madden show, or the podcast that they have, and people were pretty upset him saying that the reason, as far as the stats and the scoring, they're in line with the real NFL, and and they make sense what the scoring is, and I guess people don't realize that they can see all that. They can track the scoring, the plays people run. Like, they have very advanced statistics on the game as far as what modes people are playing, how long they're playing them, how they're scoring, what plays they're calling inside. Very detailed runs, with detailed plays and statistics. On to the Colts 1960s away, 1995 home and away jerseys for the Colts here. And so when that goes for anything, so you can see it makes it really tough, because Madden is a video game and it's not the NFL, but it is attempts to be a simulation in the NFL. So for me, you got to compare Madden to Madden, video game to video game, Madden to 2K or whatever. When you start comparing Madden to real life statistics and scores, I know a lot of the ratings come from players real life 40 times, and how hard they jump, how far, those type of things. But I think that was definitely, he went down the wrong avenue there, trying to compare NFL scoring being up to like Madden scoring being up. You got to realize that the amount of time, most people only play 5-minute, 4-minute quarters in Madden, so it's not an 80-8 comparison trying to compare the NFL scoring, playing much considerably longer quarters. On to the Packers 75th anniversary away jersey and the 1998 home and away jersey on this one for the Packers. And boy, these are some ugly jerseys. The only thing worse than this is probably the Steelers. That Steelers throwback, that horrible Steelers throwback that everyone hates. Yeah, that's an ugly jersey. So I think they got to figure things out. When it comes to the zones and the defense. Defense is a terrible state. I mean, honestly, I'm not even want to pick up the game, but I'm someone who doesn't start. Like I said many times in videos before, I don't start my franchise until that week 1 update, or to that first, to the big patches come out in the game. And so we've had one legit patch. Hopefully the next one they'll do a better job at addressing the zone issues that we're having. So don't, I know it's tough because it's not your fault that the game is not in a playable state when it launches, but don't rush out. I kind of wait a little bit, wait for the patches, wait for the updates. The scouting update is still coming, and once that launches, go out and play your franchise. And this portion here, we have the Giants new white pants they added as well. I didn't get the other one. They added the Patriots sock stripes are fixed to show red stripe correctly. The Lions and Steelers field art and Saints got some stadium updates as well, and they fixed the issue with the Riddell TK helmet. Didn't go through that, so I'm just naming that for you guys. So at the end, I did include that they got some fixes in there for mouthpiece and chin strap alignments, so I include Jamie Collins later in the video. But these are just the Giants showing their pants variations. They have additional pants variations like they do in real life. So getting right into the coaches, they did update likenesses for coaches there, and you can see Sean Payton from the Saints. I have to probably go back and see what his old model looked like, but I mean that looks like Sean Payton. So I can't tell you exactly what was changed on his model, but it looks there. And then we got Sean Mcvay as well. I'm not a big fan of his. I think they got Payton dead on. Mcvay is kind of He's all right. Not bad, but not the most amazing. Cliff Kingsbury of the Cardinals, one of the most innovative head coaches in the league there. I'm really excited to see how the Cardinals do this season in Kyler Murray. I think it's one of the most exciting teams to watch in the league. All right, and then Mike Vrabel moving right along there. Tennessee Titans. So is that, I gotta check, is that really, they got an authentic humpback in there for him? Is that like a real, I don't really notice that on the other coaches, but they got the real authentic Mike Vrabel hunchback there on him, or he got some padding underneath there. All right, and then we got Frank Wright, Wright of the Colts there, and so yeah, definitely it's definitely a different body model because he does not have the coach humpback. So they got Mike Vrabel dead on the previous one with actual how the body type looks versus the other coaches, which are a little bit slimmer model. So, and last but not least, do have the Jamie Collins in the chin strap alignment there, and they also fixed the updated likeness of Cam Newton, so his dreads hairstyle appears with the helmet on, and they fixed issues in 2 stadiums where the sideline characters were clipping through the wall. So that is it. I went through this. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Want to see more content like this. Can you start doing more player likeness videos while the games gets into more of a playable gameplay state? I'll catch you in the next one. If you appreciate our content and all the work we do to bring you guys the latest news, tips, and gameplay from your favorite sports games, drop a like, subscribe to SGO today. You want to take your game to the next level? Then join SGO Insider.